All right, ladies and gents, I think we're just about ready to get things rolling today. Sorry, I'm a little bit late here. I just had to yawn. Figured I shouldn't start off the stream by yawning. But hey, welcome back to another stream, everybody. Today we have episode number 169, the stream of Kalmaar. I'm not Kalmar. What the heck? I don't know what the stream of Kalmar is all about. Kalmar ain't here. He's dead. He was eaten by a snake and then the snake exploded. That usually signifies that someone has been de-worded. Before we begin today's stream, you guys, why don't we go ahead and check out our streaming schedule. That's going to be the first thing on our list of things to do today. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream for whatever reason, I will let you guys know via my community tab as per usual. In terms of today's stream, it is a Wednesday, right? Yes, Wednesday, the 6th of July. Awesome. In today's stream, we're going to be doing another one of those tournament bracket things, so hope you guys are looking forward to that. We're going to be starting off with that in a couple of minutes here, kicking that off for today's stream. For the rest of the week, tomorrow is Thursday, so we're just going to be doing a casual stream, and on Friday, as usual, we have Ninjago Trivia to look forward to, so that is the plan for the rest of the week. Hopefully you guys are excited, and, before we begin today's stream, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? How is your Wednesday going? Anything special going on in terms of your guys' worlds or lives or whatever? Let me know in the chat before we begin. And like I said, today we're going to be doing another one of those tournament bracket things where you guys vote on a certain thing, and I'll reveal what that is here in a moment. Doing great? Awesome. Good to hear. Great, good, awesome. I'm doing okay myself. I'm doing all right. Woke up pretty early today, a lot earlier than I woke up yesterday. It seems like every day I'm working out. Yeah, I'm working out more and more every day, getting built. No, I'm waking up I'm waking up early even more day by day. Yes, I can English. But yeah, I woke up pretty early today. How are the kitties doing? They're good. I just had to kick Waffle off the desk because she was chewing on something. I haven't found what she was chewing on, but, there's something up here that she's been chewing on, which is concerning because I have Lego sets up here, so maybe she was chewing on a Lego. I don't know. I'm going to have to check out some of the sets that I have up here a little later, see if I see any pieces that have teeth marks on them, little kitty teeth marks. Hopefully not. It probably was a Lego, to be honest with you. She likes to chew on Lego pieces for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they're just tasty. Maybe Lego should stop making their products so tasty and delicious. I don't know. Was watching season 5, pondered why Dareth is the bounty's autopilot. I think it's funny. I think it's like, oh, okay, we can't pilot right now, so let's let Dareth do it. He's like the substitute for everything. He's the backup for everything. He's never a priority. He's always a backup. Seabound images. Sure. Sounds good to me. Yeah, probably don't eat Legos. Dreamt that I ate Lego and they tasted like M&Ms. Yeah, probably not a good thing. That does not work in real life. Don't worry. I think we've all tried to eat Lego before at some point in our lives, right? Or maybe that's just me. Either way, don't do it. You're probably going to choke on it and it's not going to be good. In fact, that's why they include holes in a lot of those minifigure heads, because people like to eat those and they swallow them. That way they can still breathe. Yeah, don't eat Lego. Don't eat Lego. Still chew on Lego tires. Oh man, I used to do that a lot back when I was a kid too. I don't know. It was just something that I did. I used to chew on a lot of stuff as a little kid. That's what I did. What am I drinking today? I'm drinking water. We have a purified water bottle today. That's the beverage for today. I'm trying to drink more water. I realized I have like 3 cases of water still out in my car, so I got to get through those at some point, right? Thoughts on Miss Marvel episode 5? Not as boring as last week's episode, but still overly long and kind of forgettable. I don't think Miss Marvel is really exciting, to be honest, and it kind of ended pretty weird too. The episode like ended in the middle of like some big action scene, and then it just cut to credits. It was so strange. I don't know why they did that. Maybe next week's episode. I think that's the last one, right? Hopefully next week's episode will be good. Yes. Because so far Miss Marvel really hasn't been, in my humble opinion, of course. Let's see. What are you getting from Crystallized? You're going to start small and buy Cole, Zane, and Jay sets. Build up later in the year. I mean, that makes sense. That's a good way of doing it. Honestly, I'm probably going to go ahead and get most of the sets that I want all at once at first. When they get released for me August 1st, I'm probably going to be doing that. Maybe I'll buy some of the ones that I skip later in the year. I don't know. I think the only one that I'm going to be skipping is the Dragon. I don't really care enough to get the Dragon. But hey, I like all the other stuff. I'll probably get that stuff. What are my thoughts on Moro as a villain? Moro's cool. I don't mind Moro. He was a fun villain. I liked seeing all the ghostly ghostness. I think that was super cool to see in Ninjago. And Moro's backstory was interesting too. I'm a big fan of Ninjago lore and history, so whenever we can get a character that provides a lot of history to the Ninjago series, I'm a fan of that character. And Moro played a big part in Wu's history. So yeah, I like Moro for a lot of reasons. I think he's awesome. I don't think we need to see him back though. You know, with that being said, I don't think Moro needs like a grand return, but if he were to return someday, I wouldn't mind it. Moro is a pretty cool character. Names of my cats. The names of my two cats. Here are my two cats. We have Waffle on the left, Momo on the right, and they are both very good kitties, except Waffle's been getting into some trouble today. Imagine that, looking at this picture of her right here. You wouldn't imagine that she would cause trouble, but nope, she does. Yes, I do have pets. Those are my two cats. Those are the only pets that I have, though. I only have two cats, no other pets. I've had other pets before in my life, but as of right now, I only have two little kitties, and they're very cute. I like them quite a bit. Moro needs to come back and join the team. I don't think that would have been a bad idea. Maybe if they would have done that sooner, that maybe would have made a little bit more sense, you know? If they would have done that maybe after possession, have him redeem himself and join the team, be the ninja of wind, I think that would have been a lot better than having him come back now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that, but I think that would have been a good idea like years ago, I guess I'll say. Let's see. Ninjago's peak era was season 3 to 6, 8 to 10. Those were both really good eras for Ninjago. A lot of people would say that Ninjago's peak was around 2015, you know, like around the season 4, season 5 era. I think that's what a lot of people would say Ninjago's peak was. You had 2 solid seasons coming out that year. A lot of really good sets. Of course, you know, the year of 2015. 2 solid seasons, good sets all around. That was a pretty good year for Ninjago. I'd say that's when Ninjago probably had its peak, personally. What's my first Ninjago set? My first Ninjago set was the original Zane Spinner from 2011. The original Zane Spinner. I still have it to this day. Granted, it's open, and obviously I've played with it a lot because it was a spinner. I used to play the spinner game quite a bit, but that was my very first Ninjago set right there. And I look back at that set with fond memories. In terms of today's stream, though, like I said, we're going to be doing a bracket. So why don't we go ahead and jump on over to the bracket. Let's get that started, and we can start voting on some stuff. I think it's about time to get the bracket going. So in terms of today's bracket, again, you guys suggested this idea. This was an idea that I dug out from the backlog list as well. So it seems like we should probably do this. So I think today we finally can do it. Voting on Ninjago dragons, trying to figure out which dragon is the best dragon. Now, in terms of this bracket, we have 16 dragons here. I didn't include every dragon throughout all of Ninjago because, fun fact, there's more than 16 dragons. There's been a bunch of dragons throughout Ninjago's history. I just have some of the more popular ones here, the fan favorite ones here, dragons that I thought would work well on this list. We have some dragons from the original series, some elemental dragons. I tried to go with some named dragons as well, you know, and also, quick disclaimer, the Ultra Dragon is not on this bracket because I have the 4 original dragons here instead. Figured it might be a little bit cheating, if you will, to include them on this bracket twice. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video, or not today's video, but today's stream rather, trying to figure out which of these dragons is the best dragon. So I think we should start things off by taking a look at this first matchup over here, where we have Wisp, the original Dragon of Lightning, versus the Nindroid Mech Dragon. So why don't we begin with that one? Let's begin with that one. Why did it take so long to do this? That's a good question. I mean, this is a pretty good idea. You think this would have been one of the first ones that we did. Let's see. What are we doing here? Which dragon is best? So round one, again, we have Wisp, Jay's original lightning dragon, or the Nindroid Mech Dragon. And again, I included robotic dragons too, because technically they are dragons. I mean, dragon is in the name. So why don't we go ahead and take a vote. What's your favorite of these two? So, yeah, I didn't include every dragon. Wish I could have, but, that would have been a super huge bracket if we did, like, every single dragon. And some dragons I had on the list, but then removed them. The Ultra Dragon was on the list at one point. Then I realized, hey, it doesn't make any sense to have the original dragons on here twice, basically. So I just included them separately. And it seems like Wisp has a pretty strong lead there. Interesting. I would have voted for the Nindroid Mech Dragon myself. That is my favorite, or one of my favorite dragons. I like robots. I like dragons. You put it together, and it makes for a pretty cool robot dragon, in my opinion. Who is Wisp? Wisp is Jay's original dragon, the original lightning dragon. They all had names. You had Flame, Shard, Wisp, and Rocky. Everybody knows Rocky, but nobody remembers the other dragons' names. What the heck? No, they all had names. And Wisp was the original lightning dragon. We're gonna let the poll run for about a minute. Usually we'll do a minute for these. If the dragons are a little bit too close in terms of votes, then we'll let it go to 2 minutes. But as of right now, it seems like Wisp has a pretty substantial lead, so we can end off the poll right there. Yeah, real original name for Kai's dragon. Hey Kai, you're the ninja of fire, right? What's your dragon's name? Flame. Wow. Real original there, Kai. Thank you very much. At least Cole had some level of creativity. Rocky or Shard or Wisp. Literally, Flame is the dumbest name for a fire dragon. So generic. But in terms of the bracket, yeah, Wisp has won. Interesting. I would have voted for the other dragon. Already this bracket is surprising me. We'll bump up Wispy Boy to the top 8. Over here, speaking of original dragons, we have a battle between two of the OGs. Look at that. Shard versus Rocky. There you go. Zane's original dragon versus Cole's original dragon. I think I know who's going to win this one, but, I have been wrong before. Let's see. Which dragon is best? Forgot to copy and paste the question so I don't have to type it, over and over again. Shard versus Rocky. Fun fact about Shard. If you guys wanted an answer as to what was my, original or first Ninjago set that wasn't a spinner, the original Ice Dragon was. I got that set on sale for about $7 at a Kmart. I don't know if you guys know what Kmart is. I got that set for super cheap, really good price at a Kmart. It was like late 2012. That set was on clearance. Decided to get that one then. And it made for a pretty cool first Ninjago set that wasn't a spinner. When I was younger, I could only afford spinners because, I didn't really have a lot of money, I didn't really have a big allowance, so I was only able to buy a spinner or a Hero Factory figure. Do I still have it? I do still have it. It's in pieces, though. I could totally rebuild it, though, if I so desired. Yeah, Kmart existed at the time. Nowadays, I don't think Kmarts are a thing, but way back when, yeah, Kmarts were a thing. And yeah, I found Shard for $7. I remember that very clearly. I was able to afford him and have money left over. I bought a candy bar.
Not want you to do this, brother.
Thank you, Jose, for the $1.99. Late for the 14th World Tournament? Nah, you're right on time. We're just getting started. Things are just beginning here. But thank you, Jose, for the $1.99. I do appreciate that. 14 weeks we've been doing these. Man, crazy. Kmart's still a thing in Australia? Cool. Kmart's around here. I don't think we have them around here. There's a Kmart, or there was a Kmart down the road from me. It's just a big empty building now because they went out of business. I don't know what they're going to turn that into. Maybe a grocery store. That'd be nice. Makes me not have to drive all the way to Walmart to buy groceries. Rocky won this round, so let's go ahead and give Rocky the W there. Not surprising. I do like Shard, though. Again, that nostalgia for the original set. I have a lot of that, so it's hard to not appreciate Shard, but Rocky, I gotta admit, Rocky is the original boy. Over here, we have the legendary dragon from Ninjago Core versus the Golden Dragon. Used in Season 2, came back a little bit during March of the Oni, during that one weird vision that Lloyd had, played a huge role in Legacy and whatnot, so let's go ahead and take a vote on those dragons. The legendary dragon versus the Golden Dragon. let's kick this one off. We got the Legendary Dragon. I'm going to specify that it's the one from Core, just in case no one knows what the Legendary Dragon is. And the Golden Dragon. All right, here we go. I'm going to take a sip of my water in the meantime. Let you guys vote on this. Would you take a used copy of the Earth Dragon? Yeah, for sure. I've always kind of wanted the original Earth Dragon, you know? Never got him. Always wanted him. Figured I could probably buy him someday. But yeah, no, I would definitely take one. Depends on what price I'd be getting it for, you know? I'd pay retail for it. You know, what was the retail price? $40? Not a bad price for the original Earth Dragon, especially if it came with all the minifigures. That would be ideal. But, you know, the dragon itself, not too bad. In terms of the poll, Golden Dragon is leading. Makes sense. I think the Golden Dragon just means a lot more to the Ninjago series as opposed to the Legendary Dragon, you know. Legendary Dragon. As much as I love the Legendary Dragon's build, the Golden Dragon just means a lot more to the Ninjago series as a whole. So, gotta go with the Golden Dragon myself. Excuse the voice crack. Going through puberty at the age of 22. You guys know how it goes, right? I can make my voice super deep if I wanted. There you go. Hands of Time images? Sure, we could do Hands of Time. Sounds good. Woo's Beard or Cole's Man Bun? Gonna have to go with Cole's Man Bun. I think that is the better of the two. The more handsome of the two, if you will, as well. I don't know why. Master Woo's Beard just doesn't appeal to me as much as Cole's Man Bun does. In terms of the poll, let's end that off. Golden Dragon has won. Bada bing, bada boom. So let's go back to our bracket and bump up the Golden Dragon to the top 8. There we go. Golden Dragon Boy gets bumped up to the top 8. Over here, Zippy versus Flame. Kai's original dragon versus everybody's favorite Jungle Dragon. Let's go ahead and kick that one off. That's going to be the next matchup here. Zippy versus Flame. Surely Kai could have come up with a better name for his fire dragon, right? I'm sure we probably could. Let's see. But first, let's vote. Which dragon is best? We got Zippy or Flame. I kind of have a feeling I think I know who's going to win this one, but who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised. Take a vote. See what you guys have to say about these dragons. Which dragon is the best dragon? The word man bun really throws me off. I get it. I understand why. It's kind of an interesting word and an interesting sight to see. I've seen people with man buns before. I've even had one myself before. Not like actively wearing it in public or anything, but every now and then, put your hair up into a man bun when my hair used to be longer. Sure. Nowadays my hair is still long, but it's not super long. Like it used to go down to like below my shoulders. Now it doesn't because I cut my hair. That's how haircuts work, right? There you go. Zippy was the best island set. True. Very true. I can't think of another island set that was better than the Jungle Dragon. Maybe the Keeper's Village, but then again, I think the Jungle Dragon was better. Definitely not the Catamaran Sea Battle. Never got that set, never bothered to get it. Made no sense to me. And even the Jungle Chopper Bike, not as good as the Jungle Dragon. Yeah, Zippy was the best island set. That is true. Favorite ninja? Gonna have to go with Cole. Cole is my favorite of the ninja boys. He is the best ninja in my opinion. Just my opinion though. Doesn't have to be your opinion. Speaking of opinions, why don't we wrap up this dragon poll? Seems like Zippy has a pretty solid lead right away. So we'll give Zippy the win here. Not surprising. Figured Zippy would probably win that round. A lot of people, I think, enjoy the original Fire Dragon, but to be fair, he doesn't really have much of a personality. I think the only original dragon that has any sense of personality is Rocky, but Zippy and Rocky, they're pretty close in terms of personality. Over here, we have the Master Wu Dragon versus the Moro Dragon. There you go, 2 dragons from Season 5 Possession. Why don't we do Possession picks to go along with the dragon theme here? Master Wu Dragon versus the Moro Dragon. 2 pretty famous elemental dragons. You know, elemental dragons, I guess you could call them. Not sure what you would call the Master Wu Dragon. Elemental Essence Dragon. I don't know. Master Wu Dragon versus the Moro Dragon. One of them is very stoic, very wise looking. The other is very scary, very spooky, very scary dragon. Let's take a vote. I had both. Oh, actually, that's not true. I was going to say I had both of these sets. I only had the Master Wu Dragon way back when, but I ended up selling that. So now I have neither of them. I never got the Moro Dragon. Had the Master Wu Dragon, sold it to buy other sets. I always liked the way that the Moro Dragon looked, though. It had a nice shape to it. I thought a ghost dragon was a cool idea. I don't know. Moro Dragon versus Master Wu Dragon. Take a vote. Favorite Ninjago quote. Never put off until tomorrow. What can be done today? Got me through high school. So yeah, there you go. High school, middle school. It was a good quote to memorize. A good quote to live by. Helped you to not procrastinate. So I like that quote because it meant a lot to me. New from Lego Ninjago. The ninja have found the golden weapon, but the skeletons want it back. Escape the turbo shredder and its mashing teeth. I love that commercial. I remember the voice that they used too. Something else from the original Ninjago that I absolutely love. I don't know if you guys know about this. They had a video way back when. You could find it on Lego's website. Way back in the day, they had a video teaching you how to play the Ninjago spinner game. And the dude's voice was like so overly epic for what they were showing on screen. New from Lego Ninjago. Play the Ninjago spinner game, Kai versus Bonsai. It's like, dude, we're just playing Lego Tops, man. You don't need to get this into it. But that was a fun video. I used to watch that all the time. Why don't we end off the dragon poll? Who do we got here? Moro Dragon is victorious over the Master Wu Dragon. Makes sense. I understand. Let's go ahead and bump up the Moro Dragon. That is the cooler of the two, in my opinion. And over here we have Griefbringer, otherwise known as the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon, versus the Green Ninja Mech Dragon from the Ninjago movie. Okay, so Bone Dragon versus Robot Dragon. Let's get that one rolling here. Hunted pictures, we could do hunted. Sounds good to me. Sounds good. Let's see. We got Griefbringer versus the Green Ninja Mech Dragon. Awesome sauce. There you go. Take a vote. Which of these dragons do you personally prefer? Enjoy. Let's see. Ninjago Competitive Spinner League when? That'd be an awesome competition. I don't know how good I would be. Back in the day, I wasn't really good at playing Ninjago spinners. I would always lose. But maybe I could, win a couple of rounds. Who's to say? If they were to bring back Ninjago spinners, they should totally do a tournament. That'd be awesome. Turbo Dragon was your first Ninjago set. Turbo Dragon, which one is that? Why can't I think of which one that is? The Turbo Dragon. Am I forgetting something? Jay's Dragon from Prime Empire? Is that? No. I can't remember what the Turbo Dragon is. Feel free to enlighten me in the chat. Gonna have to go with Griefbringer. Yeah, I don't know. With these two dragons, I'd probably go with the Green Ninja Mech Dragon personally. Oh, Turbo Shredder. I got you. I was like, Turbo Dragon. Am I missing something? What's a Turbo Dragon? Turbo Shredder. I got you. Not a bad Ninjago set to start with. Pretty good one. Never got that set either, but I always wanted it. That's another set that I kind of want to go back and see if I can get. What was I talking about? Yeah, I'd probably vote for the Green Ninja Mech Dragon. I love that design from the Ninjago movie. I really appreciate that dragon quite a bit. The Griefbringer Dragon, it's cool, but I kind of prefer the other one, you know? According to the poll, though, seems like the majority of you guys are voting for the Bone Dragon. And I get why. The Bone Dragon is pretty cool looking. So in terms of the bracket, let's go ahead and go back to the bracket, bump up the Bone Dragon. Griefbringer has made the top 8. Over here, Chompy versus Firstborn. All right, let's talk about this one. Chompy, Vanya's pet dragon, versus the mother of all dragons, Firstborn herself. That's going to be interesting. How many of you guys are voting for Chompy over Firstborn? Let us see. It is Chompy's time to shine. If it's going to be any time for Chompy to shine, it's going to be now. Again, these were all done through randomization, so I don't know what cruel god put Chompy up against Firstborn, but let's go ahead and run the poll. Let's see what you guys pick. Which dragon is best, Chompy versus Firstborn? Yeah, that is how you spell Firstborn, right? It's spelled kind of weird. I don't know. There you go. Chompy solos Firstborn. I mean, Chompy already has a 60% or 68% lead, rather. Look at that. Maybe Chompy will actually get far in this tournament after all. Who's to say? Did I know that Gripe and Benthamar have the same torso? Really? That's weird. It's interesting. No, I did not know that. Benthamar. I'm trying to remember what his torso looks like. Sorry, I don't look at Benthamar's body very often. Maybe that's a sin in the Ninjago community. I don't know. How's Chompy winning? I don't know, man. A lot of people like Chompy. I will say, Chompy is kind of cool. He can turn from that little baby dragon form into the big dragon form. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty spectacular. Chompy's a baby. Is a baby. That is true. Chompy be driving the turbo shredder over firstborn. I mean, Chompy is taking down the mother of all dragons. I've seen crazier things before, but this is pretty crazy. It's pretty spectacular. What is the funniest season? Funniest season? Let's see. You know, season 2 tries to be funny, but it fails. What about Possession? Possession has some good jokes there towards the beginning, especially with the ninja trying to find leadership now that Lloyd is gone. That made for a pretty funny moment. You know, whenever one of them would take over as leader and fail, another one would step up. Maybe Possession. I'll go with Possession. In terms of the bracket, let's go ahead and bump up our buddy Chompy. Chompy has made it to the next round, defeating Firstborn Dragon. Interesting. Not going to argue against that right there. And finally, the final match in the first round, we got the Titanium Dragon versus the Fusion Dragon, the Kai and Nia Fusion Dragon. Let's roll with that for a little bit. Titanium Dragon versus Fusion Dragon. Yeah, congrats to Chompy. Getting farther than I thought you would, Chompy. Gotta admit. The Titanium Dragon versus the Fusion Dragon. I'm going to specify that it's the Fire and Water Fusion Dragon. Just in case there was another Fusion Dragon that I'm not aware of. Fire versus Water. Alright, take a vote. Take a vote. Ninjago movie pictures. Sure, we could roll with the movie for a while. It's been a minute since we've done movie pictures. Why not? Sounds good to me. In terms of both of these dragons, I had both of them as this, in set form. I got the Titanium Dragon and the Dragon's Forge, which includes the Fusion Dragon. I was always a bigger fan of the Titanium Dragon, to be honest. I liked that one a little bit more than the Fusion Dragon. The Fusion Dragon is cool though, but the Titanium Dragon, gotta admit, that one is a lot cooler. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot cooler. It is pretty close, so we're going to let this run for maybe 2 minutes unless things get a little bit more divided. But as of right now, they seem to be pretty close. They're kind of going back and forth here. 51-49, going back and forth. If you haven't voted yet, feel free to do so. Yeah, I was thinking about that Fusion Dragon in Season 6. The Hydroelectric Dragon, I think people call it. Yeah, it only showed up for like one scene, so I didn't really think it needed to be on the list. Again, this list does not contain every dragon, just some of the bigger ones, the named ones, maybe some of the more fan favorite ones in the form of Chompy and Zippy. You know, Zippy the Dragon. You guys know Zippy. Could I show you my Ninjago collection in another video? I probably should do that at some point. Admittedly, right now, though, I don't really have a lot of Ninjago sets out on display because my current living condition doesn't really allow for that. I have some Ninjago sets on display. I could probably show you guys those, but a lot of my sets are in pieces in storage, so you know, maybe that would be a better video to do once I actually get those things out and rebuild them or whatever. You know, if I ever move out, that'd be a good thing to do when I eventually move out. But yeah, I would love to do that at some point. They are 50-50 right now. Interesting. If you guys haven't voted, feel free to vote. We're going to be ending it at 2 minutes. As soon as I see 2 minutes, I'm going to end the poll. So if you guys haven't voted yet, you're going to have to vote before we wrap up. Oh, there it is. 2 minutes. Let's end. Who won? As I take a sip of the water. Who won? Okay. It was a 50-49, which doesn't add up to 100%. In these types of situations, we go with whatever option had the highest number, and in this case, it was the Fusion Dragon. With 50%, Titanium Dragon had 49%. I think we should go with that. If it was 50-50, we would flip a coin. But in past cases, we've gone with the higher percentage number, even though it doesn't add up to 50. Just to be consistent, we're gonna go ahead and go with the Fusion Dragon. I would flip a coin, but you know, Fusion Dragon technically won given the rules that we've established in previous streams. So going back to the bracket, let's go ahead and bump up the Fusion Dragon. It was close though between the Fusion Dragon and the Titanium Dragon. Titanium Dragon put up one heck of a fight. Now we have our top 8. Quick recap. We got Wisp. We got the Golden Dragon. We got the Moro Dragon. Chompy made it to the top 8. Rocky, Zippy, Griefbringer, and the Fusion Dragon. You got Chompy, Chompy, Rocky, Zippy, Griefbringer. Excellent. So, first match in the second round, Wisp versus the Golden Dragon. Let's roll with that for a little bit. Wisp versus Golden Dragon. Let's see. Where is my poll? Where are the polls? There we go. Wisp versus the not Wasp. Yes, my favorite dragon, Wasp, versus the Golden Dragon. All right. Take a vote. Core pictures? Sure, we could do core pictures. Sounds good. I switched to March of the Oni. Kind of just a random one that I picked there. We could do Ninjago core. How are the kitties doing? Good, they're doing great. Waffle was getting into some trouble earlier, but now she's doing okay. Is she in here? Yep, she's sleeping. That's a good girl, Waffle. That's a good baby. She's sleeping. Staying out of trouble because she's sleeping. Good stuff all around. Where's the four-headed dragon? As I mentioned earlier in the stream, the Ultra Dragon is not on this list because I felt like having the 4 original dragons on this list twice is kind of cheating. So I decided to go with the original 4. So what trouble has Waffle done? Waffle was on my desk eating something earlier, chewing on something, probably a Lego from one of my sets here, which is kind of concerning because I got some pretty cool sets on my desk that I prefer if they wouldn't get chewed on there. Waffle. I have the Wolverine mech and I have the Buzz Lightyear spaceship thing. I wonder which one she chewed on. That'll be something good to find out after the stream. Oh boy, can't wait to do that. Why don't we wrap up the poll? Golden Dragon has a pretty solid lead over Wispy Boy. So unfortunately, Wispy Boy is going to have to get eliminated. Let's go ahead and jump on back to the bracket. Oh, here's the bracket. Golden Dragon bumped up to the top 4, eliminating Wispy Boy. Over here, oh, look at this matchup, people. Rocky versus Zippy. Ooh, look at that. Interesting. I wonder how that one's going to go. Rocky versus Zippy. That is the next matchup here. Very interesting. I don't know who's going to walk away from this one. Let's see. We got Rocky. We got Zippy. This one is kind of difficult. I'll admit, I'm not sure which one I'd vote for either. Yeah, Cole versus Lloyd. If you could even count Zippy as being Lloyd's, he's more Nia's than anything, right? Rocky versus Zippy. Take a vote. Which dragon do you prefer? Yeah, Wisp put up a really good fight, made it through the first round, lost to the second round to the Golden Dragon. Can't really blame the guy. Oh, look at that. 50-50 right off the bat, man. Oh, geez. This one's going to be pretty difficult for a lot of people. Rocky versus Zippy. Which dragon do you prefer? Nia's Water Strider is a set that I want to go back and get. Very unique. Yeah, true. I have that set right over there on the shelf. I keep all the movie mechs together. Well, not all of them. I don't have the Lightning Jet, nor do I have the Ice Tank. But I have the other 4. And they look good together over there. Yeah, I love the Water Strider. Big water spider boy. He's really cool. Or she, if it's a girl. I don't know. Aren't mechs usually girls? Like in Evangelion, in Pacific Rim, they're always like, she's all set to go. Let's bring her into battle. You know, Gypsy Danger is both an option. I wish. Nope. You got to vote for one or the other. Or if you guys don't want to vote, it's all good too. All is right in the world. If you're just sitting here, sitting back watching the chaos unfold, that is perfectly fine. You don't need to participate by any means. Rocky Supremacy. There you go. Perfect. Rocky Supremacy. Let's see. Yeah, they're both dogs, for sure. Rocky and Zippy. In a way, they kind of are dogs. They're kind of puppies. Like, especially Zippy. Zippy's like an overgrown dog in the form of a dragon. Rocky is kind of similar. Not as wild as Zippy, but still pretty cute. You know, strangely adorable. That's something that I can say about Rocky. He's strangely cute. He's by far my favorite cute dragon. He's the cutest dragon. Wish Lego made a Chompy plush. That could be funny. They should make plushies of all the dragons, to be honest. Especially the original 4. That'd be amazing. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if Lego would do that. They have made other plushies, though, so I don't know. Maybe they'll do that at some point. Let's see. Let's wrap up the poll. Let's see who won. Kind of lost track of who was winning. Rocky. Rocky won. Interesting. Rocky versus Zippy. Rocky wins. Going back to the bracket. Where is the bracket? Let's bump up Rocky Boy, making it into the top 4. Over here, Chompy versus the Moro Dragon. All right, Chompy versus Moro Dragon. Let's roll with that for a little bit. Chompy versus the Moro Dragon. Interesting. Can we do Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu images? Certainly. What should we do, though? Should we do Ice Chapter or Fire Chapter? What do you guys prefer? Which dragon is best, Moro or Chompy? All right. Interesting fight. I mean, to be fair, Chompy took down the firstborn dragon in the first round. I wonder what he's going to do against the Moro dragon. I'm seeing a lot of votes for Ice. More votes for Ice than for Fire, so we'll roll with Ice. Ice Chapter sounds good. We could do Ice Chapter for a little bit. I like the Ice Chapter. Not as much as I like other things about Ninjago, but it's still pretty decent. It's fine. The Fire Chapter, even so, is also just fine, but I just feel like the Wild Brain Ninjago stuff kind of got off to a rough start, both with the audience and in terms of how the show was handled. But I think they've found their footing right now, right? It's about time. Oh, excuse me. Cracking my knuckles. Yeah, look at that. Look at that big lead that Chompy has over the Moro dragon. Chompy's just sweeping the competition here. I don't mind Chompy. He's a cool dude. He's a cool little dragon boy. I like him quite a bit. Not as much as I would say like the Moro dragon, but you know, this ain't up to me. It's up to you guys. And so far Chompy is winning. It's been 5 years since Woo's tease. Ooh, 5 years seems like a longer time, man. Seems like just yesterday Woo's tease came out and ruined my life. In terms of which dragon is best, Chompy has beaten the Moro dragon. There you go. Chompy sweep confirmed. Going back to the screen capture, going back to our bracket, Chompy joins the top 4, joining some more ruthless dragons like the Golden Dragon and the Earth Dragon, and then you got Chompy. Let's get one more dragon here. Griefbringer versus the Fusion Dragon. The Skull Sorcerer's Dragon versus Kai and Nia's Fusion Dragon. All right, let's get that one rolling. Oh, I forgot we were doing Ice Chapter pictures. There we go. Forgive me. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Briefbringer versus the Fusion Dragon. All right. And I'm going to specify again, Water Fire. It's the Water Fire Fusion Dragon. Ain't no water electric here. Water and fire. All right, let's see. Tomorrow's Thor's Day. It is Thor's Day. Yeah, I'm going to go see Thor tomorrow. Don't worry, I read all the spoilers already. Not going to spoil it for you guys, but I was curious to see what the plot was, so I kind of looked ahead. I'll check out the movie tomorrow, make my review for you guys, probably Thursday night or Friday morning. One of the two. That'll be tomorrow's project. Watching Thor and then doing my review. Can't wait. There you go. Can you kidnap Chompy? I mean, not sure how the land of Shintaro would feel about that. Might need to get past some pretty ruthless Shintaro guards, but otherwise, yeah, I'd say go for it. Why not, right? Bully Maguire or Morbius? Gotta go with Bully Maguire. At least the dancing scene in that movie was funny and not painful like it was in Morbius. Good lord. Not great at all. I'll probably be back tomorrow for stream. My screening is pretty early. It's at 3 p.m. That gives me like a 4-hour window to watch this movie and then come back home. I'll probably make it back in time for stream. If not, I'll let you guys know. But all things considered, there should very well be a stream tomorrow. Don't worry about that. We'll stream tomorrow for sure. Unless I'm, running late. Not sure how I would be running late, though. The movie is very short as well, and my screening is early, so we'll probably get back in time for stream. I'll let you guys know accordingly, though. We're going to let this poll run to 2 minutes. Seems like they're pretty close. Griefbringer versus the Fusion Dragon. If you guys haven't voted yet, feel free to vote. That would be amazing if you guys could contribute. If not, no big deal. If you're just here to watch the chaos, all good for me. Did I watch the new Minions movie? No, I decided to skip Minions. I'm not a huge fan of Minions. Minions is not a very good thing in my opinion. In fact, none of the Illumination movies are really all that good. I don't like that company. Kind of scared that they're doing the Mario movie, the Super Mario movie. Hopefully that doesn't suck. Fingers crossed for that. Fingers crossed it's actually decent. With 2 minutes out of the way, let's end off the poll. Let's see who won. I'm thinking the Fusion Dragon, right? Yep, Fusion Dragon. 51-48. Sounds good. Going back to the bracket here, Let's see. Going back to the bracket, let's bump up the Fusion Dragon. Interesting that made it so far into the bracket. So here we have our top 4 people. We got the Golden Dragon, Rocky, Chompy, and the Fusion Dragon. All right, I think we need to start playing for top 2. So let's get those matchups going. First, Golden Dragon versus Chompy. Oh boy, let's see what we can do here, folks. Let's see. Golden Dragon versus Chompy. Let's get that one rolling. Probably could have put Boreal in here too, but then again, we don't really have room for every single dragon ever. You know how many dragons there are in Ninjago? It's crazy. So we got the Golden Dragon versus Chompy Boy. All right. Take a vote. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this matchup? Which dragon do you prefer? The Golden Dragon or Chompy? Take a vote. Do I like Cars 3? I've only seen it once. I'm trying to remember what happened in Cars 3. He was too old or whatever. The newer cars were faster than he was, so then he died or something. I don't know. Yes. Cars 3, Lightning McQueen dies. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've seen it. I remember thinking it was okay, though. Not liking it very much, but also not really hating it. Who's Boreal? Boreal was Zane's ice dragon from the Neverrealm. The one that he made out of dark ice or whatever that was. I don't know. The evil dark ice dragon. Sure. Why not, right? Somehow Chompy's winning. Look at that. Just sweeping all the dragons across the board. Firstborn. Then, who else did Chompy beat? It was Firstborn, the Moro Dragon, and now the Golden Dragon. I mean, who else will Chompy add to his list of victims? Because the victim list seems to be getting pretty long. Corrupted ice. There you go. Not dark ice, but corrupted ice. Beautiful. Perfect. We'll let this run to 2 minutes. We can let it run to 2 minutes. Sounds good. Why Chompy? I mean, I don't know. It's not up to me. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. Which dragon do you prefer? It's not like a case of which dragon would win a fight. It's more like what dragon is better than the other one. Like, which dragon do you prefer? Do you prefer Chompy or the Golden Dragon? I'd probably vote for the Golden Dragon. Then again, I probably wouldn't have voted for Chompy during any of these, but, you know, it's not up to me. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. Let's see. A lot of questions about Technoblade. Yes, I did hear about that. It's tragic. I'm not sure what else to say about that. I didn't watch his channel. Didn't really watch his videos. I heard what happened, though. It's messed up. We talked about this a couple streams ago. Yes, I did hear what happened. In terms of the poll, let's end that off there with Chompy winning. Again. again. Going back to our bracket, let's get Chompy bumped up there. By some miracle... Oh, wait. What are we doing here? Bracket was wrong. Okay, we'll put Chompy up there, and Chompy won. So there, that's good, right? That's how we're doing things. That's how it is. Okay, Chompy made it to the finals. There you go. Golden Dragon versus Chompy. Chompy won. Over here, joining Chompy in the finals, we got Rocky versus Fusion Dragon. Let's get started with that. How did Chompy beat the Golden Dragon? I don't know, man. It just happens. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes dragons die, and Chompy probably killed them. Which dragon is best? We got Rocky versus the Fusion Dragon. Fusion Dragon. I'm not going to specify anymore. Water, fire. You guys know what we're talking about. Prime Empire images. Sure, you can do Prime Empire. Sounds good to me. Which dragon's best, Rocky or Fusion Dragon? Keep in mind, whoever wins this will probably get slaughtered by Chompy in the final round. So take your pick. I don't know. I mean, Rocky's winning right now, right? If Rocky wins, I'm not sure how that final round will go. Rocky versus Chompy. It's going to be interesting. Curious to see what happens. As I take a sip of my water there. My throat's still acting up. If you guys remember during yesterday's stream, my throat kind of died right towards the end. Today it's still acting up a little bit, but I felt like sleeping made me feel a little better. Maybe I'll take a nap at some point here later tonight. I don't know. I do have a lot of work to get done. So, like I said yesterday, school just started up for me again. So I'm back at school. Oh boy. Can't wait to continue more school stuff. And I got something due at midnight that I have not started on yet. So I got to do that at some point tonight too. You know what I said earlier about procrastination? Yep, we're back to procrastinating, people. It's that time. Back again. Once again. As I sipped my water again. Yeah, I hope my throat's alright too. It's kind of dry. It's kind of like I can't talk for a long time without coughing or drinking water. And also my head kind of hurts. I don't know what that means. Just drink some Niad. Nice. Thank you, Suplex YT, for the donation. I don't know what currency that is, but in terms of the chat revenue, I think that's about $1.99-ish, maybe.
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
Thank you for the donation, though, Superplex YT. I appreciate the contribution to the channel. Thank you very much for donating. I do appreciate that quite a bit. Thank you very much. Search up Star Wars Revenge of the Brick. It's £1. Thank you. Search up Star Wars Revenge of the Brick. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do that on my telephone as we let the poll run. Actually, I'll do that here once we go into the final round because the poll just wrapped up. 2 minutes. All right, let's do that. And going back to our bracket, let's bump up Rocky because Rocky won. And this is a final matchup that I did not expect. We got Chompy versus Rocky. One of these dragons will be crowned as Ninjago's best dragon. And in terms of which one that is, let's vote on it. Let's see who wins here. Let's cast a vote. Chompy versus Rocky. This is for all the marbles. Final round. Let's do this. We got Chompy. We got Rocky. Two good boys battling it out. Let's see. Which dragon is best? And what am I looking up there? Star Wars Revenge of the Brick. I wonder what that is. Can't wait to see what that is. Revenge of the Brick. Alright, let's see. Oh, I've seen this. This is that really gross Star Wars thing where their faces look like Play-Doh. Yeah, I've seen this before. It's very strange. Not sure why they made it like this. It looks gross. It looks disgusting. I've seen that around. I've seen that. I know what you're talking about now. There you go. Oh, would you look at that? I come back and look who's leading. How unexpected. Chompy's leading 62-38. How about that? Look at that. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. How about that? We'll probably wrap up the poll. Actually, we'll go for 2 minutes. We'll go to 2 minutes. 2 minutes sounds good. We'll do that. Just to pad out the stream time a little bit. Seems like we're on a pretty good schedule. I don't think Rocky's coming back from this, unfortunately. I refuse to vote. That's totally fine. That's totally A-okay. I understand. I mean, between these two, I'd probably vote for Rocky, but Chompy's pretty cool. Seems like Chompy has a lot of fans out there. Maybe they're ironic fans, but maybe a lot of you guys unironically just love Chompy. And that's okay too. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion at the end of the day, right? As I take a sip of my beverage there. Beautiful. Finished building your Ninjago City Gardens yesterday. Cool. Awesome. It's an awesome set. I have it right up on that shelf. Hello, Ninjago City Gardens. I'm waving at him. Yeah, I love that set. When is my Miss Marvel review? Gonna be coming next week after the last episode comes out. Probably the day after. So if it comes out Wednesday morning for me, maybe it'll be Thursday, maybe Friday. Thank you, Pro Gamer, for subscribing. You can be a pro gamer. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, I'll do my Miss Marvel review next week. I'm going to be doing my Thor Love and Thunder review at some point later this week for those interested. But then next week I'll talk about Miss Marvel when the last episode comes out. Wonder how that's going to go. With 2 minutes out of the way, let's wrap it up here. Let's wrap it up. Who won? As if I don't already know. Look at that. 62-37. Going back to our bracket. Let's bump up. Oh, look at that. He's missing again. Let's bump up the boy. There we go. Chompy has won. According to you guys, Chompy is the best Ninjago dragon. Thank you, Shanmuga. Shanmuga. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Yeah, in terms of our best dragon poll, Fort, thank you. Chompy has won, beating all these other dragons. Look at Chompy's victim list, man. Firstborn, Moro Dragon, the Golden Dragon, Chompy, what else is out there that Chompy can destroy? Chompy can beat anyone. So there you go. Chompy's the best Ninjago dragon according to the viewers and the poll. This was a lot of fun. Unexpected. I was not expecting Chompy to even get past the first round, but hey, unexpected is cool sometimes as well, right? Not everything can go according to plan. So yeah, that'll wrap it up for the bracket. Why don't we end on Tales from the Monastery of Spinjitzu? Sounds good to me. Yeah, congratulations, Chompy fans out there. Chompy's sweep is real. that is true. Yeah, rest in peace, Rocky. But Rocky's always going to be a good boy deep down. You know, he's always going to have a special place in my heart. I love Rocky a lot. I have a lot of nostalgia for Rocky, a lot more than Chompy, that's for sure. But Chompy's still cool. Who did I think would have won? Honestly, I thought the Golden Dragon or Rocky. I thought Rocky would have won. I was expecting Rocky to make it to the final round. After looking at the bracket and how it turned out after things were randomized, I was kind of expecting the final round to be the Golden Dragon versus Rocky. But then Chompy came out of left field and just swept the competition. So yeah, I was expecting the Golden Dragon or Rocky, but hey, Chompy won. It's good to be wrong, right? Sometimes unexpected things are awesome. Do I like Knockout from Transformers Prime? Yeah, he's awesome. He's like everybody's like cool uncle. I love Knockout. And he's a doctor too. And plus the same voice actor plays Stan's dad on American Dad. And that's one of my favorite shows right now. I'm watching a lot of American Dad, and it's really funny. Better than Family Guy, that's for sure. Thank you, Jose, for the $4.99. To you, the best dragon aside from Ninjago dragons is King Ghidorah and Shenron from DBZ. I do know Shenron. I am familiar with Shenron.
Father
He's pretty cool.
would not want you to do this, brother.
He's a cool looking dragon. I do like me some Shenron. In terms of Ghidorah, he's also really cool. Can't go wrong with Ghidorah. I will say those are both really solid picks. Really good dragons there, Jose. Thank you very much for the $4.99. Megatron button? Sure. Speaking of Megatron, one of my favorite dragons is Beast Wars Megatron. Transmetal 2, if you want to call it that. It's kind of like some weird mutated form. Yes. But he turns into a big red dragon. Love that thing. Apparently, we're supposed to be getting a legacy figure of Dragon Megatron at some point next year. Fingers crossed that's true. I want to add him to my collection. Love that design. Sorry, I'm late. Where's Kalmar? Kalmar was eaten by Wajira, and then Wajira exploded. We covered that earlier in the stream. We saw the whole thing happen live, tuning in live from Ninjago City. We saw Octopus Man get eaten by Snake Person, and then Snake Person exploded. Rest in spaghetti. Never forgetty. Am I going to buy that knockout figure from Legacy? I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about getting that. It doesn't look exactly like how Knockout looked in Prime, but it's pretty close, you know? I do want to get some type of knockout figure. He is really cool. Island pictures. Sure, why don't we end on the island? That sounds good to me. We will end on island pictures. With that being said, guys, we only have a couple of minutes left in the stream. So why don't we do some rapid fire questions, right? Anything that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two. That'll be a pretty good way to round out the stream and conclude things here today after our intense bracket with an unexpected winner. How about that? Transformers Prime is overrated. I disagree. I think it's well loved by a lot of people, and for good reason. It's a good show. If we're talking overrated Transformers shows, what's a good example of an overrated Transformers show? I mean, G1 is kind of overrated. It's not that good, aside from the movie, of course. Movie's fantastic. I'll watch that front, back, and all around again. I love the original movie. The original series, though, not so much. Not so much. What if Lloyd gets crystallized? I mean, that's always a possibility. Seems like he might be going evil at some point this season. Guess we're just going to have to wait and see. You should buy the RED knockout figure. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. If I'm not happy with the Legacy one, might as well buy the RED one. The only catch is that it doesn't transform. But then again, I'm going to be displaying that thing in robot mode 24/7 anyway, so, maybe I should just buy the RED figure. How old am I? 22. Am I a cat person or a dog person? Cat person, but I like dogs too. Dogs are fine. I was just petting a dog earlier today. I went out to get the mail and my neighbor's dog was out, so I was petting the doggo a little bit. I like dogs, but I prefer cats. They're both good though. Any advice on how to feel more productive? Usually I'm most productive when I get decent sleep and drink a lot of water. That just makes my body feel good and re-energized. I feel like I can conquer the day. So I'd recommend a lot of sleep, a lot of water. Think positive thoughts, think that you can do this. Don't dread everything, don't be like, oh, I got to get this done today and this done and this done. I'd also recommend making a list, because that's a good way to stay organized and keep things focused and, organize your tasks and whatnot. What if you have insomnia? Yeah, I feel that. In terms of insomnia, it's kind of hard to get good sleep. I know me personally, I sometimes use melatonin. That sometimes helps, but I don't want to recommend any type of medication to you guys. I'd recommend maybe just drinking a lot of water then. If you can't do one, do the other. Stay productive that way. Do all my work at the random time motivation at 2 a.m. Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes I'm laying in bed and then I think, you know what? I should probably get some work done. So I wake up and I start working. Those random bits of motivation do hit me sometimes too. And I apologize if that wasn't great advice. I'm not super good at giving advice. Sometimes productivity just kind of hits me and I'm able to work. But sometimes I feel like I'm not able to do anything. Sometimes I just dread doing everything. It's kind of difficult. I do understand. Bots are late. We actually haven't had any bots in these streams recently, which is good. Hopefully we can keep it up. Knock on wood. Would I ever make a Marvel channel? Talking about Marvel stuff would be fun, but a lot of the recent Marvel stuff hasn't been super exciting for me, so it might be a little bit hard to make a Marvel themed channel. I'd rather make a channel on something else, not really Marvel stuff, but maybe something else entirely. Maybe I'll do that one day. What if the ninja switch genders on accident on an adventure? That could be cool. Maybe that could be like the parallel universe thing. The boys are girls, the girls are boys. Why not, right? Could be interesting to see. I know people have done that, like made customs of like, oh, this is my female version of Cole. This is my male version of Nia. And those are always cool to see. I like that kind of stuff, like gender bent stuff. Adventure Time used to do that a lot, and I really enjoyed that when Adventure Time did it. I think Ninjago could do something similar. If Hero Factory didn't end, would I still buy Ninjago sets? Yeah, probably. When Hero Factory was still a thing, I was buying both, Ninjago, Hero Factory, buying both at the same time because I was interested in both themes. Yeah, I totally just buy Ninjago sets still and Hero Factory stuff. Unfortunately, Hero Factory perished. Gone too soon. Rest in peace. Taken from us way too quickly. What's my plan B for a channel if Ninjago ever ends? I was thinking about doing a couple of things. What else am I interested in? I like Pokemon. I do like me some Transformers. Maybe one of those two, Or, you could still talk about Ninjago even if Ninjago's ended. How many Bionicle channels are still out there, I think Ninjago channels will still have a place when Ninjago eventually does end. Sure, we probably won't be talking about any news, but there's a lot of stuff that we can look back on and make videos about. We have like 10 plus years of Ninjago content. Surely we can make a lot of videos out of that stuff, right? I feel like Ninjago channels will still have a place when Ninjago ends. Won't be able to do news like I said, but surely other things exist, other topics exist. Pokemon and Ninjago should do a crossover. If that would happen, that'd be awesome. Probably won't happen though, because two different companies own the rights to those two things. Would be cool though. What Marvel character do I want to have a show? I'm not really familiar with Nova as a character, but I kind of want the MCU to do something with Nova. I think that could be cool. We saw the Nova Corps in the Guardians movies and whatnot, so maybe Nova would be a good thing for Marvel to do as a show. Why not? Sounds good to me. This is going to be a weird, not love triangle, but between Harumi, Garmadon, and the Overlord. What do you mean by that? Like a love triangle? I don't see that being a thing, but maybe there's some type of dynamic going on there with those three characters. That's probably the case, right? I don't know if that's really a love triangle per se, but sure. You do you. Why don't we answer one more question before we wrap things up here today? One more question before we wrap things up here for today's lovely live stream, and then we will conclude things today. We'll wrap it up. We'll do it live. Let's get one more question in the chat before we wrap things up. Oh boy. All right, let's see. What should we do? What should we do for like a final question? I'm seeing a couple of different questions regarding elemental powers. So why don't we do a couple of those quick? We'll like combine them together and make one. Element of space. Sure. I've always thought there should have been like a cosmic power. That would be really cool. And teleportation element. I mean, some elements can teleport, kind of. I mean, smoke can kind of do that. I guess we saw in tournament. Not a whole lot, but maybe a little bit. Shadow can do that too. I'd say teleportation probably won't be a power because other powers can kind of do that. But space as a power, like a cosmic ninja, a cosmic elemental master, that's a dream of mine. I would love to see that at some point. So hopefully we see that. Otherwise, teleportation, probably not going to be a power, probably wouldn't be a power, but, you know, other elements can teleport, so at least we're kind of incorporating that stuff. You know, we're kind of combining them together, if you will. I mean, shadow, smoke, you know, you name it. But cosmic, that should be a power for sure. With that being said, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Let's go ahead and go over our streaming schedule one last time before we end things off here. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream for whatever reason, I will let you guys know via my community tab as per usual. And why don't we end things off here? Seems like a good stopping point. Let's get some hugs in the chat. Yeah, Nelson with cosmic powers? Yeah, for sure. Purple Ninja, Purple Space, Cosmic Ninja. I don't know if I said that right, but there's some type of blend there. You can see where the connection is, right? We're connecting the dots. That's what we do here. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. Tomorrow we're going to be back same time, same place for another stream. Feel free to swing on by. And again, Friday we have trivia. Tomorrow we're just doing a casual stream. So that's the plan for the rest of the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. Hope to see you here tomorrow. You guys are always welcome. Anytime you want to swing on by, feel free to do so. And with that being said, that'll wrap it up for my thoughts here today. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys again in the next stream. Peace.